Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Live from the Fast Lane, powered by The Garage. It's Top 10 Shootout Day, Charlie, or, as I read in the news earlier this morning, Danger Day in New South Wales. That's more referring to the weather, I think, than anything else. But huge, huge day on track for us today.
Happy Bathurst Eve, Bryony. It's our second favourite day of the year. But some guys that might have woken up a little bit tired this morning is the Brad Jones racing team. The Macaulay Jones car is fixed, Bryony. What a mammoth effort that team has put into this overnight. We were speaking to the guys and they crawled into bed at 2 a.m. this morning and were back on track at 6 a.m.
Oh, my goodness. A few bleary eyes. Do you guys need a coffee this morning? You're all awake?
Yeah. How many coffees have you had today?
No coffees. Well, not a coffee man, actually.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll go talk to someone normal. How many coffees you had today?
Double espresso dare.
Yeah.
Double espresso dare. That's powered by a double espresso dare.
Double espresso day, even, it could be. Not just for them. I think there's a few people around that might need a double espresso.
Yeah.
But just to put a full stop on that, obviously there was an incident with Shane Van Gisbergen during qualifying yesterday, which resulted in the damage to the car. Now, Shane overnight put up a photo on his Instagram, and his explanation was bizarre ending to quali, making contact with the 96 car behind us. From my end, I saw him make a big mistake at turn 1 and go wide, so knew his lap was ruined. At Skyline, he braked super early and out of the line, so I thought he was letting me past. Once I committed over Skyline, that was it. Yep. So that's his explanation. Regardless, he still has received a 3 grid spot penalty for tomorrow's great race, regardless of where he finishes today's Armour All Top 10 Shootout.
Yes, correct. So it is applied once they've done the Top 10 Shootout, which is an important thing to note. However, the steward said he was apologetic. Brad said that he accepted that. And full stop, we move on.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but sorry. You still get a 3 grid spot penalty.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Regardless of how sorry you are.
It's one of those things where you go, I'm sorry, and then you're going to upset someone. That's how you know.
Look, I think the big talking point of today, Charlie, is obviously right now it's not raining, but the predictions, somewhere between 40 to 60 mil of rain, and who knows, anything can happen here. Sometimes we get a deluge, the other times it goes right around us. But unfortunately, it's predicted right around the time of the Top 10 Shootout. So it's certainly going to be interesting for those in that session. And speaking of,
Erebus.
The 2 Erebus cars. Well, actually, 3.
All three in the top 10. They
Fantastic.
were all smiling from ear to ear, especially Richie Sanue. What a way to just stamp your authority on the mountain.
100%. How good.
Congratulations to him. I saw some of his fans like crying outside the garage last night. They were just so elated by his performance, which is wonderful.
And it was great to see him smiling also on the telecast, because, you know, he's he keeps to himself a lot. He's not a media savvy as some of the other drivers, and that's fair enough.
Of course.
He's a race car driver, not an entertainer. But it was great to see him, you know, the emotion and what it meant to not only him but also Greg Murphy to make it into the Top 10 Shootout.
Well, Will Brown as well, another talking point. He had that off near the top of the mountain, had a little bit of contact with the wall, but the car's looking fine now. Actually saw some footage from some fans up on the mountain that they were cheering Will as he got out of the car. So that's quite nice, isn't it? You sort of have an incident, you get out and people are still like, yeah, go Will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes you feel better.
And right next door, the next garage, Walkinshaw and Drogheda United, another team with both of their cars in the Top 10 Shootout.
Top 10.
Awesome result.
And good work, because they've done it when Zach Brown's here. So if you're going to impress the boss, that's the way to do it, isn't it?
And here's Nicholas. We'll come and we'll have a quick chat. We're on Live from the Fast... Actually, I'll pop around this side. We're on Live from the Fast Lane. Good morning.
What are you guys doing?
We're just talking about stuff, and we're talking about how awesome it is for your team to have both you and Chaz in the Top 10 Shootout today.
Yeah, it's good time to pull my finger out in qualifying and get on with it. The team's done a great job. Even New Zealand and stuff on my side, it started ramping up and getting back to where we should be. So, yeah, so far so good. The car's really good in the dry and the wet, and we've basically just run a race setup all weekend. We've had no quali kind of set up on the car, and it's been hovering around that 6 all weekend. So I'm quietly very excited for tomorrow.
And also today, I mean, we're just talking about how the weather is, you know, anything could happen today. Are you hoping for obviously a dry session? But if it is wet, what do you do in the Top 10 Shootout?
Last time there was a Top 10 Shootout in the wet, I was on pole. So, and then the race
Bring on the rain.
And then the race got rained out. So, yeah, shootout in the wet. It's going to be a really good challenge. It's hard. It was meant to be 45 mil of rain today, and we're standing here and it's dry. So, yeah, we'll see. But either way, it's just about doing a nice clean lap, and there's no point hanging it off the fence at 5 o'clock on Saturday before the race. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll definitely have a crack in the right spots.
Awesome. All the best to you, Luffy, and loving that lovely pearly white smile of yours.
Oh yes, aren't they great?
Thank you, Nick.
Speaking of pearly white smiles,
Oh,
I found the
found another
co-driver,
pearly white.
Warren Luff. How do you keep your hair so impeccable in these mixed weather conditions, Warren Luff? Tell us.
Well, we actually have our own team hairdresser, as you know.
As I do know.
Yes, exactly. So, no, a good mate of mine, he comes to the track, does haircuts for all the team, and yeah, why wouldn't you?
Back to the important stuff now. We can't stand here comparing our hair. 2 cars in the top 10. We spoke last night. You said that's the way to do it and impress Zach Brown, the boss, while he's here. So big smiles this morning, but anything could happen. Tell us your thoughts.
Yeah, look, obviously I'd say the weather's going to play a big part in the latter part of today. So for me in the co-driver session this morning, hopefully we might get a little bit of dry running early on. But it's just for me, it's just more miles, and obviously get ready for the shootout for this afternoon for Nick. In that next session, we'll do some probably some simulation for him, hopefully. But ultimately, it's just going to depend on what the weather does. So it's anyone's guess at the moment, but it's definitely going to be wet.
And I've been seeing so much fan vision of them capturing you coming down the mountain, calling you Captain Consistent. So how consistent are you going to be this weekend?
Well, would love to get back on that podium again, and but look, it's going to be a tough one out there tomorrow. Obviously, there's everyone here in pit lanes obviously trying very hard, and there's some great teams out there. But look, we're very confident. Again, it's a great result to have both cars in the shootout for today. So obviously we're tracking on the right path, but yeah, tomorrow's going to be an interesting one.
All the best. All the best.
Exactly.
Mr.
Well
Warren
done,
Luff.
Luffy. I think in terms of like best presented drivers, you and Nick are probably well up there. You've got the hair, you've got the teeth, you've got the smile. Fabian's also doing quite well, but I think Chaz is letting the rest of the team down. We're not seeing the usual spectacular hairstyle. Good luck, Luffy. That we normally do. Chaz has sported the blonde tips, the blue hair, all sorts of things. But he's gone back au natural this weekend.
He has, and
hardly recognise it.
It's funny, isn't it? Because when he goes back to his natural hair colour, you go, hold on a minute, he's preparing for something. What colour are we going to see next? Well, have you seen the caps? The caps that people have the hair now built in, the merch. So they're very, very cool. I want one of those.
We're just walking past the Tickford Racing outfit, obviously 4-car outfit, couple of excursions off for Jake and Kurt Kostecki yesterday. Also, Tom Randall probably didn't qualify where he would have liked to. He had a bit of an issue, I think, towards the end of qualifying there. But still, everything is ship-shape. We're all good, aren't we, Ray? Yep, we're good.
I promised Ray I wouldn't get him on camera today. I did it to him yesterday. So
so yeah, we've got plenty to look forward to.
Quick baby update for James Courtney.
Oh, has it?
So we may or may not, wink, wink, have contractions happening. Contractions.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Happy Bathurst.
Yes. So Tegan, if you're watching, we are sending you all our love and all the best, and we can't wait to meet baby Brian.
Baby Brian, exactly. All the action kicks off on Fox Sports 506 from 8:10 a.m. Eastern Time this morning. Also, Channel 7 will join us a little later on in the day. We have got a full support card, practice for supercars, and of course the Armour All Top 10 Shootout, fingers crossed, later on this afternoon. We'll catch you later on. Bye for now.